Jonathan Lipston, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, Juan Salvador Gaviota in Spanish, is a story written by Richard Bach. It is said in a summary that this book shows us the story of an ambitious and adventurous seagull, whose main purpose in life is to do something worldwide and unforgettable. He tries hard. He practices flying day and night. He fails, gets discouraged, motivates himself again. Other seagulls see him as a fool. He promises himself not to continue. But in his interior, Jonathan knows he has to go ahead, and soon learns to fly flawlessly to the outmost heights of the blue sky. Jonathan is different from his fellow seagulls by giving him the attributes of ambition and hard work. Jonathan's greatest desire in life is to fly off to the far-off lands instead of wasting his time in looking for the food as other seagulls do. Although Jonathan is never praised by his clan for his ambition and is forced to lead a life of an outcast, he never gives up on his desire and finally succeeds in flying at higher altitudes. After becoming an expert in flying, he returns back to his family and opens a school for his fellow seagulls where he gives them flying lessons. As a result, many young seagulls learn to fly high and become able to discover the world around them. Trusting in his capabilities and strength, the seagull teaches the lesson of remaining true to one's cause and desire. Dear students of Oaklawn Academy, class of 2019, Oaklawn has been a school for life. The formation you have received is on you now. We hope you use it well for the future. We wish you will become as ambitious, and we hope you are willing to do your best as Jonathan the Seagull did. Don't remain one more of the crowd, waiting to be fed and stay resting on the rocks. Fly through the skies. Dream big. It seems many times we cannot do it. We hesitate because we think we don't have the qualities or capabilities. But don't be afraid. You count on your parents' support and our support. We know you can. And we are those spectators that are waiting for the big show. We want to accompany you in your life, and we are certain that even though with difficulties, you will do great. Dear parents, you have entrusted to us the formation of your sons during this year. We have done all our effort to teach them the theory and the techniques on how to face the world. At their young age, they are already grown and mature in many ways. They need you now more than ever to start putting in practice the techniques and the theory and take off to fly in their lives. They will make mistakes. They will take wrong decisions. But they will come back on their way because they have learned at home with you and at Oaklawn how to live their lives, how to be successful, how to challenge themselves, how to reach eternal life. Simple advice, dear parents. Demand from your sons to do always a better effort, step by step, but without stopping. Don't let them drag their feet. Push them high. Your sons are born to be those seagulls and fly all the skies. They have it in their nature. As good adolescents, they need you as they have needed us to remind them. They can do it, and out of pride they know it. Help them to keep themselves humble and to fight for their goals, to rejoice for their success and to learn from their failures, to be persons who think in the others and to continue looking for their goals in life. Gentlemen, Oaklawn has taught you many things: how to be a charitable person, the virtue of generosity and happiness, the importance of good manners, how to treat women, habits of order and cleanliness, punctuality, the need of your academic effort, how to enjoy every single activity, how to pray, talking with your friends Jesus. You have even learned through the push-ups you needed to do when you had your hands inside your pockets, how to be a man, an integral man. Bring all this with you. Keep it for the rest of your life. In Jonathan Living Seagull's story, we get to know that most seagulls don't bother to learn more than the simplest facts of flight. In that way, they were able to get from shore to the food and go back again. For most seagulls, it is not flying that matters, but eating. A phrase from the book: Jonathan's sorrow was not solitude, it was that other seagulls refused to believe the glory of flight that awaited them. They refused to open their eyes and see. You have learned many skills. Don't keep them for yourself. Teach them to others. Share them with others. This is now your responsibility. Don't go back to the shore and to look for food. Continue flying and bringing others with you. And finally, another quote, talking about Jonathan and his disciples. For each of them, the most important thing in living was to reach out and touch perfection in that which they most loved to do, and that was to fly. Fly, gentlemen, fly high, until you get, at the end of your life, to heaven. There will be a great joy, and there will we enjoy all together, for all eternity, of the presence of God and His Son, Jesus Christ. God bless you all, dear students and families, and count on my prayers.